I'm going to talk about a very uncomfortable truth that nobody is talking about within the Manchester United fan base. You can insult Amorim for all you care. You can say all sorts of things about Ruben Amorim for all I care. But one thing I knew Amorim gave us was structure. This was a big problem in the past under previous managers. We never had that structure. Amorim tried to implement an identity, something, kind of a pattern, how he wants his team to set up, how he wants his team to play, and how discipline he would the sort of discipline he would expect from his players. But as normal now, the normal team with Manchester United players, they always throw the manager under the bus. Well, as for Amorim, I believe he never lost the dressing room. It was just his personal issues with the management that made him lost his job. But for what I am seeing with Michael Carrick, honestly, there is no direction with Michael Carrick. You can bet, you can argue with me for all I care about the result and all of these things. If you have been watching Manchester United closely under Michael Carrick, apart from the Arsenal game, Man City game, I cannot pinpoint any other game that we played really, really well, and maybe Aston Villa. If you watch the Everton game, you know we won that game by luck. If you watch the West Ham game, you know that we drew that game by luck. If you watch the Leeds United game yesterday, you know that was a fluke. And if you watch the West Ham game, you know that it was equally luck that we drew that game as well. There are a few other games to talk about, but I pinpointed this one just for you to bring back it because they are recent memories. These teams outplayed us. These teams they are struggling for relegations and other but they outplayed us. West Ham is struggling for relegation. Is it Leeds United that just played themselves 6 point clear yesterday, or is it the Everton? Maybe they are a better team compared to the other two. But if you have been following Manchester United very, very closely, you understand what I'm talking about. Michael Carrick so far so good for me. Aside the result that everybody is talking about, I am not seeing any direction with him. And this team is more of an individualistic play. Individuals, talented players with individual qualities. The collectiveness of this team to deliver a result, I only saw that with Arsenal and I saw it with Manchester City, and that was it. Even these games, if you watched very well, Arsenal play us now just be say we had moments and we took it. That was it. Moments of brilliance. Is it from the one from Dogu or the one from Cunha? Those were moments of brilliance in pure individual qualities. So for me, Michael Carrick so far so good has not really convinced me yet. And with the look of things, Manchester United are definitely banking on him because if Manchester United did not interview any manager throughout the international break, and even a week after the international break where we had nothing, they could not talk to any manager. I think they are already looking towards the direction of Michael Carrick. And if they are looking towards the direction of Michael Carrick, they really need to back him up very, very well. They really, really need to build this team. If the management at the top would watch that yesterday game and not confirm that Manchester United need a solid rebuild in the middle of the park, then there is something wrong with them. We need at least minimum 2 top world-class midfielders. We need an anchor and we need a very good ball progressor. And aside them, we still need quality backup, at least one more. And that is the reason why the likes of João Gomez, the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, and Baleba, if I was to choose among all the number of midfielders that they have mentioned so far, my number one priority as my anchor would definitely be Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. And if I am looking for a box-to-box energetic midfielder, I am definitely bringing in Sandro Tonali or Elliot Anderson, any of the two that you can get, because Anderson can equally, play as an anchor as well, and then can play the box-to-box role. And if I am looking for a midfielder who is going to do a dirty job, kind of more of a play breaker, and with his energy push forward, then you are looking at Carlos Baleba. Because Bruno Guimaraes is a very good play breaker, yes, but can he push the ball forward as much as what Baleba can do? No, that is not his profile. But he can equally chip you in with some important goals because he always finds himself around the box areas. And if you are looking for a midfielder that has the energy to be in the opposition box and as well in his own box, then that is where you are looking at Sandro Tonali. But if you are looking for a more refined midfielder, a good protector of the ball, someone who takes care of the ball very, very well and can recycle position properly, you are looking at Elliot Anderson. And if you are looking for a midfielder who can play deep as well, break passes, like break lines with passes, then you are looking at Angelo Stiller in Stuttgart. So these are the profiles, and I expect that with anybody or any manager that is coming in, Manchester United will sit down with this manager and look at what profile fits the sort of pattern or sort of play they want to implement better. But we need midfielders. We need midfielders. We need midfielders. We need midfielders. And we need at least one centre back. And we need somebody who can back up Benjamin Sesko, which is very possible. We need a left winger. We need a centre back. We need at least two midfielders. And if possible, another centre forward. If possible. Because we are playing Champions League football by next season. You need all the possible. You need the squad depth. You need a big squad for you to be able to compete very well in the Champions League and play very well in the Premier League. So yes, Manchester United faithful, we really need to look at ourselves and tell ourselves the hard truth. It's not just all about getting one goal lead and winning a game by just a goal and then we celebrate a manager that you are winning. No. We need consistency. We don't need flash performances. We need consistency.